Hi Cancer, and welcome to your December 2016 tarot reading. And it's very interesting. I just pulled your cards, and I think Cancer, for so many of you, it's been such a difficult, well, definitely the last few months has been difficult. There's definitely been change coming through, but your December reading speaks to me of the whole accumulation of the year, basically. There's so much completion and there's so much endings to something in this reading. I've got quite a lot of Cancer private clients, so none of these cards surprise me. You've got the reading I sort of expected that you would have. But so let's have a look. You are the Star card. Beautiful card to have, Cancer. So I'm just making sure you can see the card. Beautiful card to have. This is you feeling full of faith, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to be exposed, to trust, basically. This is about also about receiving divine guidance, divine inspiration. I mean, to me, the Star is about everything good in life. Everything good in life. It's about love and inspiration. It's about transparency and clarity. So I'm really loving that this is you, Cancer. It's such a beautiful ground for the whole of December, really. Your challenge is the Five of Cups, and this just does not surprise me, because just about all Cancers that I know have had losses over the last year, and there's a feeling as we come to the end of as we come into December, there's a little bit of time where you're going to be grieving some of those losses that have happened. Now, the minor arcana are the cards where you're in charge of. You're in charge of how long you spend here. And that's not because I understand the grief process, Cancer, I really do. You're in charge of the minor arcana, so you're in charge of when you spend time in grief, when you have to grieve, but you're not going to spend the whole December here. It's just something, it's like a little bit of a cloud that's in a really optimistic picture, to tell you the truth, Cancer. So you know what this means, what losses have to be grieved, and don't forget, you are the Star card. So grieve it, but don't remember who you, stay with the faith and stay with the inspiration and the clarity and that sort of divine grace that you're feeling. And you're just going to have to hold space for this grief that needs to be felt. You come into December with the Three of Wands, very optimistic, loads of new opportunities. For some Cancerians, there might be a bit of waiting for these ships to come in, but for others, you're just looking out into this vast world and seeing all the possibilities for new growth, new potential. It's going to be different for everyone. But your whole reading speaks to me of endings, ending of a very difficult few months and new beginnings. So I think quite a lot of you are going to be having this new potential and just seeing your horizons expanding. You then move in, and this will be you up to, I would say, about 2 or 3 weeks into December. You're the Ten of Cups, so complete opposite to that Five, but not opposite. I just think have a space for what needs to be grieved, but you are literally moving into the Ten of Cups. It's that rainbow after the storm. It's spending time with people you love. It's emotionally feeling totally fulfilled. This could be the Happy Family card, but I mean, it's just feeling emotional happiness with what you have and the people in your life, Cancer. So it's almost been, you're really being protected almost. But this Five of Cups has to be felt. You know, we have to grieve our losses and we have to feel our feelings. That's what emotional health is. And I think if anyone, Cancer, knows that, basically. But I think you are feeling it because you're moving into the 10. And you don't get to be a 10 unless you come through the energy of the 5. So I really am not worried about this reading at all, Cancer. At the root of the reading, you've got the Page of Pentacles, and for some reason he's reminding me of the Three of Wands for some reason. I'm seeing these two as linked as the new potentials and the new opportunities coming your way. I think this is going to be December, but I think a lot of Cancerians, because of the last few months you've had, are going to be looking at potentials for the new year, basically. Particularly because you've got the Wheel of Fortune as the outcome. There's a sense of a lot of you are focusing on maybe work, career, security, how to build that security in your life, and in a way that fulfills you. So, but this page could also represent a young earth sign person in your life. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So some of you might be focusing on a younger person and they're taking a lot of your energy, or both. Really, you're focusing on your potentials that you want to grow into December. But I'm getting into the new year with the Wheel of Fortune as the outcome. At the top of the deck, you've got the Four of Discs. So some of you might be feeling a little bit, 2 meanings, well, 100 meanings to every card, but I'm getting maybe a little bit emotionally guarded, actually. Just a little bit need to protect yourself, to go within. And maybe with that 5, that's what that, you know, there's a sort of sense of there's still a little bit need to guard yourself, to feel what needs to be felt, and yeah. That's what I'm getting. For some, it might be you really need to look after the money you have. You know, December, Christmas is a financially demanding time. You might have that balance between sharing but needing to preserve. But I'm more getting emotionally needing just to keep yourself a little bit guarded, Cancer. Cancer, always trust your feelings. You could tell every sign in the zodiac about trusting your feelings. If you need to protect. It's nothing to worry about. Look, you've got the 10 of Cups. You've got the Star card. It's just something you're going through. And again, the minor arcana you're in charge of. So you're in charge of how you deal with this energy, basically. The major arcana is divine. It's patterns that are bigger than us, okay? So no matter what you're going through, there's bigger energies at stake, and it's all about faith for you, Cancer, the whole thing. Your advice is the 10 of Wands. And I'm going to interpret this card in this position as advice card is, Cancer, as you're moving into the new year. And with the other cards you're getting, I think the advice is saying is it's time to put down your load you're carrying. And that's directly linked to the faith, to the Star card, really. You don't have to carry the weight of the world anymore. Or you're just about at the end of the cycle where you can let go of this burden. That's sort of what I'm feeling. 2 10s in a reading is always, actually you've got 3 10s in a reading. It's about completion, really. I think a lot of it is completing what you went through over the last few months. Whatever that is, it's going to be personal to everyone. To complete it, you've got to feel it, to heal it. And it's all good, basically. So I'm really loving this reading. In your environment, this could be work or home, you've got the Knight of Wands. So this is a fire sign person. Man or woman It's not gender specific. Cards don't work that way. But you're not in charge of this card. So this could be a person who's sort of galloping into your life. The fire signs are always full of enthusiasm, loads of energy, loads of joy. So for many of you, this could be a relationship person, particularly with that Ten of Cups. You know, it could definitely be a relationship with this person. But you're not in charge, Cancer. So they're in charge of when they come in and when they leave. So it's a little bit of a, and maybe that's what's making you feel a bit emotionally guarded, actually. Yeah, but there's not really much else to say about this card apart from you're not in charge. And what you're in charge of is how you embrace them when they're in your life, but you have to let them go just as easy as that. Basically, for some Cancerians, this could be you charging forward, just it's almost full of that enthusiasm for the new year and the new dawn that's coming your way, basically. So you're sort of thinking a bit like that Three of Wands in the page, is about how am I going to go forward into this new year. So for some that's it, and for some this is definitely a person. I'll do my relationship readings probably next weekend actually now. So if you subscribe, it lets you know when I posted them. So yeah, for some this is definitely a person, full of life, full of fun, full of joy. So yes, but the fire signs come in and the fire signs go out again. That's just the nature, Cancer, and we don't control them. So yes, your hopes and fears is the Chariot. So lots of hopes about moving forward, because moving forward you are, but also a bit fearing it, and maybe that fear is what you're leaving behind. And you know, maybe you're looking and going, well gosh, my life is so progressing, but it's a little bit of you know, focused on the losses this new beginning has brought. Because there's just no doubt with these cards, there's some loss still there, Cancer. But this is you moving forward, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And there's definitely loads of new life and new energy. The whole reading's about it. And the Ten of Wands is your advice card to come to this end of this oppressive life cycle. Beautiful, beautiful outcome. Oh, one at a time. So Queen of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. So the Queen of Cups is the water signs. I mean, this is, and I'm loving you're leaving December almost opposite from that 5. You're in an emotionally such a wonderful place. You're on your throne. You've got your crown, Cancer. You've grieved what needs to be grieved, and you've got your crown because of it. You've completed a process. And right next to it is the Wheel of Fortune. And some people say the Wheel of Fortune always represents the element it's next to. So this is a complete transformation of your emotional life, basically. It could be to do with anything, but sometimes you look at the previous card and go, okay, what's this wheel about? And this wheel is you completing this cycle. I know it is, Cancer. I'm sorry, I just know it is. I know because I feel it in my bones that there's some massive process coming to an end. And it's by honouring your feelings that you're going to get your crown, basically. You don't get your crown by ignoring it, by running away from it. You get it by facing it. And that's exactly what you're going to do. It's a beautiful reading, Cancer, and I only get 15 minutes, so I'm going to have to finish. But look out for the love relationships, because this is a bit emotional transformation you're reading. That's what's going to change for you. And I have learnt so much from you, Cancerians. Thank you so much for letting me do your cards. Okay, thank you. Bye.